So is YouTube not working? What the heck? There we go, now it's working. Hold me closer, Tony Danza. Okay, I think everything's working, so we're gonna put our coat on and get out the door, because it is only 45 minutes later than I was trying to go. But it's like pretty warm outside. How far we're gonna run today. We'll just go. I think we're gonna go down to 10 mile, maybe do a loop and then come back. We'll see. Oh, my nose is all itchy. I don't know what that's about. I'm trying to blow my nose maybe. in case. Okay, let's go. Turn our lights off. I leave this one on over here because one, it's hard to get to, but just in case I need to, it gets really dark for some reason. And let's get going. Is like bugging me, like start now. No, don't start now. Jeez, usually I'm like having to force you to start. To warm up a little bit. One thing that I don't get is people that can drink. Remember, I spent 20 years in the military. But people that can, come on, let's go. Yeah, you weren't even ready yet. You're asking me to go. I might have put gloves on. Good thing I brought my hat too, because it may be 40 some degrees out here. 45 is what it said. The real feel is definitely colder than that. And the way the storm clouds are looking, I wouldn't doubt we'll get like a snow squall or something. Or rain. One of the two. Probably gonna freeze. One thing I don't get though is people that can drink energy drinks first thing in the morning. That guy that was in the stairwell before us, construction worker, was drinking a Red Bull. I would have the worst, like highly acidic, and I drink coffee too, but you know, for me, that's the reason why I can't drink, like, I can't go to Starbucks and get like just a regular drip coffee is in the morning, is because for me their coffee is really acidic, and I would have indigestion like all day, which doesn't make any sense because I can drink, you would think, being able to drink a Red Bull in the afternoon or something wouldn't be any different. It's still acidic. But for me, some reason, like first thing in the morning, I just can't do it. Or people that'll drink like a Coke or something, Coke or Pepsi, like, or Mountain Dew even. Mountain Dew is like even worse. For me, it doesn't matter what time of day I would drink Mountain Dew, I'll usually feel a little bit of like indigestion. So we're gonna run up Holter to LeGrand and do that like we normally do. Hopefully I warm up because I'm wearing shorts because of the temperature. I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I would have worn my tights already because that wind is cold. hands are cold. Really, really cold. And it's 45 degrees out. Like, what? Whew, just had a chill. Just had a chill. You definitely see, man, these clouds are just booking it. I could actually go right now, but we'll wait. We'll wait for the light. But the high wind warning, like, we're kind of protected right now. But I guarantee if we were up on top of the mountain, which is what I originally thought about doing, it would be just so freaking, it would just be booking it up there right now. But, and you can tell because these bands of clouds coming through are just booking it. Like, they are just screaming across the sky. And they are definitely the winter clouds. Definitely winter clouds. It'll be definitely snowing up in the high country as these clouds go over. Not going to be dumping a lot of snow, but they're definitely dumping a little bit. Oh. It's funny because somebody the other day from, I'm not going to say which state, but he was like, you always say high country, and it's like, it's not high country. I'm like, yeah, actually it is. Yeah, it might not be, 13ers or 14ers, but I mean, most of the peaks around here are 8,000 and 9,000 that I refer to as high country. When you're talking, that's 5,000 feet higher than where we're at right now. 4,000 to 5,000 feet higher. And if you put it in perspective, I can walk for a little bit of, say, back east. I mean, the highest peak is back east is Mount Washington. On top of it is really close to the top of just Mount Helena right here, which is only a 1,100 foot climb for us. And that is definitely not. That is what I call some of the lower peaks. It's not that high, which would be why it doesn't have much snow on it right now. You get to those 9,000 footers around here, and there's lots of snow on them. But Mount Washington is like the snowiest place in the U.S. or one of them. And it is like 6,000 some feet. So I look at it as anything higher than 6,000 feet around here, I would say even 7,000 feet. That's what I would, something higher than the highest point back east. I would consider a high country in Montana. But I guess really if I start saying high country, I'm thinking around that 9,000 foot mark here. I would even say 8,000 foot.
when you get down by Bozeman and there, I'm thinking it's all relative. Because down by Bozeman, when I say high country, I'm actually talking 9,000-10,000 foot peaks versus here where I'm talking like 8,000 foot peaks. But if I was saying Colorado, I would be talking 12,000 foot peaks as far as high country. So it's all relative. If you're from like New Hampshire, anything above 4,000 would be high country, which is lower than where I'm at right now. Oh. Okay, we'll run for a little bit. Got a notification yesterday that one segment that I ran yesterday, a new segment, all of a sudden the local legend on. I was like, didn't even know this was a segment for that. And I had like, I don't know, 10 efforts, I guess, on it in the last 90 days. I mean, we'll get another one today. Just because that's the way we're going to come back. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, see, my rest of me is actually nice and warm. But my hands are still freezing. Hands are still freezing. Oh. Okay, I gotta rest. I pushed it going up that hill because I do need to push a little bit harder. Man, I don't know if you guys can hear the wind, but here we are up just a little bit higher out of the protection of the buildings downtown, and the wind is booking it. Okay, I'm going to put my gloves on because my hands are freezing. Harry, your hands are freezing. Okay. Weird thing about running is like, and this is just me. So I used to, you'd always be like, I'd be complaining like if I didn't go for a run, I'd be like, man, my lower back kind of hurts because I didn't go for a run today. They'd look at me all stupid, like, or like I'm stupid. Not, they wouldn't look at me stupid. They'd look at me like I'm stupid, like, you know, most people complain about their back if they go running. But I had the same thing for, like, this morning. My legs are actually a little sore because I didn't do as much running last week. But what was it? A week before that, or 2 weeks before that, I guess, really? I did the 100-mile week. My legs didn't get sore at all that whole week. Doing twice as much mileage. I was like all motivated this morning. I was like, up at, actually slept in for a change. I went to bed early last night too. But I woke up early woke up a little bit later. But where I usually, man, that wind is atrocious. Where I usually will take me like, I don't know, half an hour just to get out of bed, really. Like I'll go and get the coffee pot ready and start it, and then go back into bed before, and then wait for the coffee pot to be done, and then it'll still take me like another 10 minutes to get myself motivated in order to even just get up and get my cup of coffee. But as far as like, I got up, while the coffee pot was doing, I was already getting my running clothes together, drank a cup of coffee, and like within half an hour, I took a little bit of pre-workout. But I was ready to go. Like, had everything on the timeline motivated. I was gonna start running, start the stream up, get running about 8 o'clock. Then 8 o'clock came around and I'm like, I feel like putting my shoes on and actually getting out the door. So that's why it took me 45 minutes to get the stream going. Where really I should have been out the door way before that. It's the motivation I had this morning. But I never did go and get my Christmas tree yesterday. I don't know. I want to go get one because the roads getting up into Forest Service are still good enough that I can get up there with my van. But I still don't know if I'm going to be here for Christmas, for one. And two, I don't really want to, if I'm going to get a live tree, I don't really want to get one this early. And I'd like to wait maybe another week, like for this weekend or something, but we'll see. Oh, this wind, the temperature in this wind is the worst for me right now because I'm already starting to get an earache. I need to just get me like a headband or something I can put around my ears. Or like even earmuffs or something. A lot of people out running today. Problems with getting earaches when it's like a cold wind. If it's a warm wind, I'm usually okay. Cold wind, I get earaches. Was it the Bertolli effect or whatever? I don't know. Where the wind goes by, it creates different pressures. That's my ear hole. I'm very sensitive to different air pressures. So this is the minor peak right here that you can see. But there's the cliff that we run under all the time when we come back on 1906. Native Prairie is up there a little bit. I can see it. You guys wouldn't be able to see it from here. Oh. As long as this weather holds out, about a 50% chance of some form of precipitation today. As cold as that wind is, it'll probably be snow. But either way, doesn't matter if it's snow or rain, it's going to melt. And then it might freeze. Well, if there is anything on the road, it'll freeze tonight. I'm really hoping conditions will be like this so I can do some tempo miles down in the park. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do it, because since it's my first tempo anything, I'm gonna have to do it more, treat more like intervals, and do a tempo mile, like warm up, a couple miles, and do a tempo mile, and then slow down a bit, for a mile, and then do another tempo mile, and maybe do that 4 times. We'll see. Normally I would just try do maybe 3 tempo miles, like do like an 8-mile run and do middle 3 at tempo pace. Yesterday, there's the trail marker right there, and then I think we took that down. Is that the one we took down? I think. I forgot there's this trail right here. I always forget about that, because then you don't have to run on the road. Wow, that car's hauling ass. They weren't even going to stop. Gosh dang, are you running late for work or something? Probably. Oh man, my nose. We're just going to run this. Because I don't have trail shoes on. This road here is so hard packed and everything that it don't really matter. It's just like running on pavement. Oh man, I really need to start hitting the gym. In fact, I might just do it right after this. And then I should have brought my ID. This is actually perfect to run out to the gym. Lift and do a strength workout and then run home. Although the run home would suck, but it's doable. And then possibly go for a run tonight. We'll see how we feel. But that's my plan right now. I'm gonna go and run over or drive over to the gym after this. And possibly run a little 5K tonight. And a little, I would say a shakeout run, but it's not really a shakeout run. Essentially, that's what it would be. Shakeout runs are usually before you do a hard effort of some sort, whether it's like an interval session or a race. Windy as it is, I don't think we're going to go out to the park. But who knows, maybe we will. Like awkward timing all the time. Coming to intersections with the same time as vehicles. It's like no vehicle for 5 minutes before I get there. And it's always like that. It's like, why is it always like that? Now, I used to, when I was teaching resilience program in the military, you always talk about perceptions and stuff and how you only notice things that you're sensitive to, I guess you could say. And so in respect to that, it's like I only noticed that car because it happened to be at the same time I was coming up, versus before I got there was other cars, but because I wasn't there I didn't notice it, that type of thing. But truly, like for me, because I used to teach that, so I always keep awareness, or try to, on different things. It's like now I'm already looking at the highway way up there. I'm not going to get there for another 2 minutes or so. And so I'm very conscious of all the traffic going by and how much there is. But when I get up there, if there's not like a car for like 30 seconds and then I get there and all of a sudden there's like 8 cars, I'm aware of that kind of stuff. And it's like, and then it's like, it just plays into that like perfect timing. Now I will say, the last 2 times we've gotten up to the highway, there has been traffic the whole time I've been running towards it, and then we got there and it was perfect timing. Like, I was able to just run right across the highway without even having to wait at all. Nice break in the traffic. So it does go both ways. Now I can tell you right now, there's currently not a lot of traffic. Like one car every 5 seconds or so, with little breaks of, spurts of like 3 or 4 cars at one time. That is because there's a light further down the highway to the west, and there's a light further down the highway to the right, or to the east. I say the right, but it'd be the east. And so, whenever that light changes, that's where you get the groups of cars going by. As long as it's not, lunch traffic, and then, your normal rush hour times from like 7 to 8:30 and like 4 to 5:30, or actually probably closer to 4:30 to 6. Then it's constantly busy on this, because you got people. It's one of the main routes people come from the fort. There's only 2 ways really into the fort. So depending on if they're VA employees or military employees, it depends on which way people go. I always go this all the way down and turn there, just because the other road is narrow and rough, and I don't have to worry about it in my van. Or the way, if you go all the way down here, it's not a bad road at all. Oh, man. Tummy's very gassy right now, but hoping it feels kind of sus. Like I'm going to have some bathroom issues. We'll run out to the park and see how windy it is. Oh man. Actually, I can go. I was just getting ready to hit the button, but breaking the traffic, so don't have to worry about it. Big 8 gig internet. Might have to check them out, because I have Spectrum right now. I think I signed up for the 1 gig. And I don't even get close to that. And when I signed up for it, I asked them, am I going to be able able to get this in my building. You guys are like, oh yeah, easy. Okay, that was a lie. Or maybe I would be able to if there wasn't like 50 other people in my building using it. It's probably only like an H1 line going into the building. Oh man, this wind is doing a number on me. It's a pretty good headwind. Well, it does, like I said, I might have an earache right now, so it does not help running bits. Worst part is when we turn around to go back the other way, because the wind will be at our back or slightly crosswind, and it's actually going to make the earache worse. Now it's going in a different direction, but it'll also change the might have to stop up here at the outhouse because my tummy is acting very sus right now. So we're gonna go. Maybe we could go to the state park here, but what's this guy doing? Oh, this dude is skate skiing on a freaking gravel path. Like, dude, skate skiing is to be done on asphalt. Oh yeah, if I tell you, it's gonna be slow going to the pit toilet. I was right, because I really need to jump into the bushes right now, but there's not a good place to do it. So we will just make it where we can do it. This is not appropriate trail to be doing skate skiing on. Now they do have the skate skis with the bigger, more off-roady tires, which would be fine on this. But we've seen that guy before. He does not have those kind of tires on. No, probably, I don't know. Maybe he enjoys it because he's getting more of a workout. But oh man, tummy is not happy right now. We only got a little ways to go to the pit toilet. We got somebody on a one wheel coming. Oh man. Morning. That's not even an off-roady one wheel, but those do better than a lot of things. Oh man, my stomach. We got some bikers coming. God dang, this is a high traffic area right now. We're gonna slowly shuffle along because it's faster than me walking. Pond over here is completely frozen solid. Well, it's probably not frozen solid, but the top is frozen solid. Frozen over, I guess that's the correct term. Oh, I can see the outhouse from here. Let's get to it. The struggles, real life struggles of a endurance runner. Velarde or but did a meme about how runners always know on different routes where all the public bathrooms are or bathroom stops, I should say. Oh, my stomach. Oh man, we are not gonna poop our pants. Not gonna do it. You guys enjoy. Actually, I gotta turn you this way and hope that does better. Much better. So much better. Back now. We're at we'd be 4 miles back. We'll go up here. We're just gonna do maybe just a smaller loop. It is a good thing we were that close to the bathroom. Not good. I wonder what people think. Here I am like a friendly guy when it comes to running now, which is weird because I'm an introvert. I don't like engaging in conversation with people in real life, IRL, unless I know you. If I know you, yeah, it's fine. But I'm not gonna like start a conversation, let's just put it that way, for a complete stranger. But I will. You see me run by you, you're gonna get like the biggest smile and a wave, and even a hello or a good morning as I go by. So here is this weirdo running with a camera with the biggest, what do they call it, like cheesy cat smile, Chester cat or whatever smile, and waving to you. There's a access from the pottery place to the trail right there. Must be new, or just probably not new, but just worn in from people doing it. There's a break in the fence though, like it's official, but there you get to see what I was talking about. That train is stopped right on the tracks. So you can't get around. It's like if the train back was only like, 100 yards further back, you'd be able to cross. But no, he stops right across the tracks. Now maybe he'll back up, but sometimes the train conductors are good about that. But it also depends on how long the train is. Higher priority road further back. That if he was there, you'd have to go forward. Even though if you know there's a train on that other road, it's very easy to go around. Because there's an underpass. Even if the train is like super long, there's an underpass. Like just a few blocks further down that you can go under. Now if you miss it, not seeing that there's a train there, then you're kind of screwed. But as long as you're keep your situational awareness, look down, see that there's a train before you make the turn, you're good. For those of you, my earlier videos, one of my favorite videos even, it sounded like snow squall or something like that, running in a snow squall. It was at this park. It was about this windy. Probably about this same time of year even. You should go watch that on my YouTube channel. It would have been from probably 3 years ago. 4 years ago, actually, probably. was a slow mile. We had to make a pit stop. Here, I need to, it'd be worth it to at least experience-wise, get some experience in it. Work with some kids and everything, and I'm already like certified USOPC or USAOPC certified, all that kind of stuff. Be able to coach at that level, so I think it would be a very fun and rewarding experience. So we'll see. And they have different positions open, so because not only do they need everything track and field wise, but cross country and all that. And I'm probably one of the very few that are USATF certified to coach any event when it comes to track and field, which also then sucks because long distance running is where my heart is. But probably the only one that has experience to coach like discus or pole vault, any of that kind of stuff. But I don't know. But it would definitely be a fun experience. But I have to figure out, like, what are the commitments in the timeline, because there are certain things that I can't miss depending on the timeline. So now granted, really the only two things I have on my race schedule for next year is in January the USATF individual cross-country championships, which is why I really need to start doing some speed work and strength training. And then in February, the USATF 100-mile road championships, which which also is good to have some speed training stuff mixed in. Because if I'm going to podium, I need to really start doing some threshold training. I figure if I can average 8.5 minute miles, I will be golden for a podium finish, but I'll easily win the age group. And then I'd like to sign up next year for some of the races on the Grand Prix and maybe qualify for Worlds. I don't know where Worlds are this next year. Or are they even going to have Worlds this next year? It's an Olympic year, so they may not even have Worlds. Might be the next year. I'll have to look at that and see. But I didn't get into Western States, and I didn't get into Hard Rock, which I never expected to. First year putting in, like, first year tickets in Hard Rock, there was only, or with one ticket, out of all the people with one ticket, only one person got selected. And it was like, what, 900 and some people. So I did not expect at all to actually get in to Indiana. The same thing with Western States. I mean, there was one guy that was finally selected this year for Western States that had like 200 and some tickets. Oh. Gosh dang, all of a sudden it just got dead calm. What the heck? Like, look at the grass, it's not even moving. Just dead calm out here, and I'm like roasting now. All of a sudden I'm like, why am I so warm? It's because the wind went away. But I don't even know if they've posted the Grand Prix schedule for this next year. I mean, there's certain races that are usually right around the same time frame. And all I need is on some of the races, like the 10-mile road championships, and even like they also have like a 12K and a 15K national championship. Those races, I don't even have to perform well. I just need to get in the race and get some points. But the 10K, half marathon, and 5K, those ones, if you want to go to Worlds, those are the ones you have to do good on. Those are the important ones. So if I can start getting some speed back, like USATF, I'm not gonna podium overall, and I'm gonna compete in the Masters category, not Open. If I was competing Open, I've never been good enough to even come close to podium overall there. Because it only has the one category for podiuming, is the overall. But on the Masters, definitely not going to have my speed. The guy that's probably going to win that went to Worlds last year. I mean, he's a freaking Northern Arizona elite team person, so he's probably going to come close to winning this year too. Like, 3 years ago or so? 4 years ago when I competed. And the guy that took first there was Meb. So, pro runner. But now he was, over 40, so he was able to, he won that year. So there's still some fast people out there. But my age group, though, could probably podium. If I can get my speed back, I could probably podium. I wonder if they're making the parking lot bigger. I wonder if that's what the breeder's out here for. Because this is land trust, so technically it's private land, but it's open to the public. So any improvements they make and stuff it's all on them. So as long as, as anything, if you're gonna, make a bigger parking lot, you're gonna have to have the environmental engineer or whatever they're called out here doing their assessment and permitting and all that kind of stuff. But it's like the pit toilet up here. It has nice toilet paper in it because it's not supplied by the state. Did we see this guy before? I don't know if we did or not. He looks familiar, but who knows? Can't tell what the. Oh, hello. Morning. That was a good puppers there. Just a good puppers. Big old smile on his face. Coming up to say hi, but. Okay, I gotta plug my phone in. Seems like I'm only gonna get about. God dang, I didn't even get as much as I did yesterday. We got an hour and 10 minutes today on a full charge. Yesterday we got an hour and 22 and it was colder out. Oh, come on, get in there. There we go. Gimble's probably freaking out now. Like, what the hell are you doing? Okay. Yeah, I didn't like what I did because now it's like, looking. There we go. It was like pointing way off to the right side. I'm gonna have to invest in a different vest. I'd like to have just a smaller one that I could use versus having to use this big one all the time. Because the big one is gonna be important for when I'm racing, unless I'm doing like a 50K. The longer races, or when I'm out doing media stuff out on race courses. It'd be nice to have that bigger one so I can carry all my gear and everything. But for like training runs like this, it'd be nice to have a little bit smaller. Worst part is I brought my GoPro to take some pictures, and I haven't done anything yet. Or use some videos for like an Instagram reel or something. Let's take a picture. Is this on camera? That's video. That's camera. Okay. Smile, chat. Oops. Oh, geez. Oh, man. I thought I was going to have to turn around there for a sec because my tummy was doing had some pressure building. I just a little sus. My goodness. I know Barf Bag told me that I shouldn't talk so much about my gut health, but it's a fact of life for runners. What the heck? Now my keys are jingling. Like, come on now. You've gone the whole morning without just being all jingly. Now why all of a sudden are you jingly? Sorry for this guy. Dude, looking all happy, smiling, waving. I feel sorry for him because I had the running farce going on there. Probably didn't have time to air out until probably right when I was going by him with the direction of the wind and everything. So, feel sorry for him. He's now going to be like, what the hell, that dude? Did he crap his pants or what? That's probably what he's thinking right now. Like, dude, I ran by him, he's probably thinking, dude, you need to clean your shorts out. Gosh dang it. My cord for my battery is all sitting weird right now. It's all, I don't know, twisted weird or something. So it keeps wrapping around the end of the tripod. Holy cow, that's a semi loaded down with some hay there. Okay. Now, I don't know, this section here, I don't know if I'm still local legend, but this is one of them. But it's that dirt section on this rail trail is the one that I took over as local legend on yesterday. Oh. Thought about today doing the hospital run, but for some reason, if I go this for like do what we did today, it doesn't feel as long to me. Doing the hospital run, by the time we get out there to like the South Helena exit, for whatever reason, I feel like I've ran 8 miles and it's only like, 3.5 or not even 4 miles out there. Oh. I keep thinking about my, race strategies or whatever when I'm running. And it's all going to depend on how I feel and how this training block goes. But that race is set up because it's just a series of loops that you can constantly see the guy in front of you. And I say it that way because there is no way I'm going to be the guy in the lead. Move that way. And you'll know when you get lapped, all that kind of stuff. You'll be able to you'll know how far ahead guy in front of you is. Let's put it that way. The nice thing about that is for strategizing, you can, factor like, say I'm like in 4th place or something. But the guy ahead of me is only, 5 laps ahead of me or something like that with 20 laps to go. I would know exactly, I can catch him if I do pick up my pace just this little amount. But also the bad part about that is then he'll know too that, okay, this guy just gained a lap back on me. I need to pick it up a bit. So it's definitely a fun race in the fact that it can be very competitive because of the strategizing involved and all the competitors being able to know exactly where each person is. Versus like a 100-mile race up in the mountains where you're relying on, if you have a crew, your crew being able to be like, okay, the guy in front of you just left 3 minutes ago or whatever, you can catch him, type of thing. Because in between aid stations, anything can happen. It's like, who was it? I don't remember who it was talking about how it was a female. I don't remember who it was, and it was a 100-mile race, and at one point, might have been a 200-mile race. At one point, she was in like second place, and then she got to the finish line and she finished first. She's like, but I never passed anybody. And it was because the person that was in first had to like do an emergency bathroom stop off in the bushes, and that's when she passed. So she didn't even see her, and neither one of them knew. So then the other person came in second, and here she thought she was in first. Okay, this is gonna be awkward, so we're just gonna go slow here. Even though I think they're supposed to stop, I guess I'm unsure though. But I'm pretty sure they're supposed to stop there for pedestrians. This is the other crossing I was talking about that is higher priority, is that road right there. I wish my dashboard worked so I could even see if anybody's even watching this. But Chad is being very quiet today. You're making me just babble on about nothings. You are allowed to chat with me, just in case you're not aware. Ask me questions. Anything. Oh. Storage unit? Yeah, I think it is storage unit. They need to do some maintenance on their roof. Surprised it's not leaking. It is. Some of those shingles are not looking too good, that's for sure. I actually know that guy. Well, I don't know him. I mean, I know who he is. He is part of the vigilante race team here in town. I use the race team loosely. It's just a running club, but he's one of their better runners, let's put it that way. But he is a pretty good runner. He usually runs the marathon here like I do. But he can run. He's usually a podium finisher, let's put it that way, overall. But he does a lot of trail races and stuff here locally. I'm guessing he does them everywhere, but I know he does a lot locally too. Oh. Couldn't tell you what his name is, I just recognize him. I'm gonna lie, there's a part of me that wants to make a slight detour on our way by, and I could beat this guy. On our way by Starbucks and get myself a little drinky drink. If I'm gonna hit the gym, I do not need to do that. Probably be right at a 15K at the end of this run. Oh, for some reason, I have to pee again. I can make it all the way back, though. I can make it all the way back. Oh. There's somebody outside the trail up here. It's like, I don't know what you're doing, but I wonder if the dog pooped. And they're picking up dog poop, maybe, on the side of the trail. That must be what they were doing. It looked a little weird. Not like sus. It was just like, what are you doing? Like on the side of the trail, there's nothing there. It's just a random spot on the trail. Now this dude way up there, I think he's walking the little access road or whatever for the railroad. Doesn't look like he's actually doing the trail. Maybe he is. Or maybe he moved over, or he is going to move over on the trail. Yep, he's on this trail now. I think he was just walking on the other part for a little bit. I mean, for him, going for a walk, I guess the road would be okay. But this is definitely easier going than that road. It's always kind of funny because it's one of the main arteries cutting across north to south here in Helena. Yeah, for some reason this time of day, it's like most of the traffic is people going to the garbage place or transfer site. I didn't even notice it. I actually started picking up the pace. Not even, consciously thinking about it. I just glanced at my watch and I'm like, God dang. Do this the route we did today quite a bit, but I will say, as far as good routes where you can at least get 6 to 8 miles in this town, because that was not a big town. It is probably my favorite, so that is why I do it a lot. Because otherwise, I just get bored. You know, it's not like DC where I could run, you know, from my place in Crystal City to all the monuments. I mean, just making it to Washington Monument was 4 miles, so you're getting 8 miles round trip. And then, you know, just running around the National Mall area. I damn near ran that every day and never got bored of it, just because all that stuff was so awesome to see every day. Never got old. But here, in this town, there ain't anything like that. And I mean, I could, if I designed a route, I might actually do that, get on and design a route to essentially circumnavigate this whole town, the city limits, let's say. I'll be lucky if I can get 8 miles. And that's going on the extreme outskirts, and the only reason why that would be is because in order to get to certain areas, you're going to have to really take kind of a out of the way road or street just to get there. Maybe I'll do that. The only problem is can I think I could take the I think there's a road that goes along the perimeter of the airport, because that's going to be the big thing to get around without running on the highway. That's the problem. There's a highway road it's like a state highway, maybe a county road, that goes out to Canyon Valley, and it doesn't have a shoulder on it at all. So as long as you can stay off of that, well, really, if the road I'm thinking about exists, that's the only way you could do it, because otherwise the only way that goes across is all the way out at East Helena. I don't know, maybe I'll look and see, maybe create a route. I need to start planning next summer. I do plan on doing a couple FKT attempts as well. So I'm gonna have to plan those out, when those will work out the best. The good news is it's literally just a couple hour drive away from pretty much wherever I'm at. That guy, I remember him from last year when it's like, when I was here at Christmas time or whatever, minus 30 out, and the dude's out walking around with no hat on. I'm like, dude, you got a big bald head. Like, how can you not wear a hat? Like, today it would be a big deal. But like, you know, it goes below 30 degrees. For me, if it gets below 40, I'd be like, with having hair on my head and everything, if I'm not wearing a hat, that'd be cool. Of course, that's mostly my ears more than my head, but Oh, man. There's somebody that goes around and just puts chalk messages on the sidewalks, like just something like that with a heart saying I love you. Or you're special, or things like that. It's always cool. Now that one was actually pointed at a specific person, because somebody named Shane. That's one thing I love about this community, I guess. I'll tell you what, if you're having like a bad day, just an effed up day, you're just minding your own business, going down a sidewalk because you're hating life, and then you see a message like that and you read it, it can definitely brighten your day, because it's just random. And you know, when you're talking like stuff like that, it's like that message could have been for anybody. Well, guess what? It's for you right now. So oh man. Kind of feeling my ankle a little bit. In that general area where I have my little niggle at. I'll have to make sure I work a little mobility exercises, strength and mobility for my calf and ankles. I don't have cankles, so it wouldn't be my cankles. Actually, I have very defined calf muscles. Okay, let's we'll go this way, I guess. Thought about just going down last chance, but we'll go this way. What's the difference between the red handicap stickers and the blue? Anybody know? The hot yoga place is still operating over here. I don't remember seeing a sign for a while now. It is something I have thought about doing in the past. Or they might have moved to a new location too, I don't know. Nope, it's still there. Or at least the sign is still there. Okay. Well, I'm not going to go further down. I think we'll just go down this way. Walk right now, or a day run across the road since there's a break in traffic. Careful of my footing when I make the corner because the sidewalk's kind of broken and cracked a little bit. Very easy for me to trip and fall on my face. Some sort of conference going on here at the hotel. Because those people had name tags, kind of like what you'd see at a hotel or at a conference. And there's a big conference center here. Okay, well, that's going to be it for today. Just shy of 9.5 miles. And I'm going to run upstairs, grab my gear bag, and run out to the gym. I think it'll be a little bit later than I wanted because it'll be right before the lunch crowd shows up, but that's okay. I'm only going to do a little bit of stuff anyways because I got to work my way back into it. So, but I don't know. Should I go out and do bike tonight? or this afternoon maybe, and then just lift then. Yeah, I don't know. I might, I'm going to send that email while I'm thinking of it though before I leave. But anyways, that's going to be it for today's run, everybody. Or this morning's run anyways. I might run tonight. For those on YouTube, please smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Come on over to Twitch, hit that follow button. Everybody on Twitch, if you haven't hit that follow button, please do so. And what else? A lot of people out there that have a free Prime sub that doesn't cost you anything. If you have Amazon Prime, you get one a month. So please use that on me. Just hit the purple subscribe button and then you just select use free Prime sub. That'd be very appreciative. And then follow me on my socials, which are all listed down below, linked down below, all that kind of stuff. So anyways, thank you everybody, and I will see you next time. Love you all. Bye everybody.